South Africa's unemployment rate increased to 32.9% in the first 3 months of 2023, narrowly missing the 33% mark that some economists had predicted. Statistics South Africa released the latest unemployment trends on Tuesday. The latest figure is a marginal increase of 0.2% from 32.7% seen in the fourth quarter of 2022. Let's look at some initiatives by government and speak to one of the beneficiaries of the Small Business Development Department. Sparkle Always has been granted equipment to run their business. I'm now joined by the owner of Sparkle Always, Nothukela Makohliso. Nothukela, I appreciate your time this afternoon. Speak to us about your business, Sparkle Always, and what services you provide.
Hi, Hugo. I run a business called Sparkle Always Laundry and Dry Cleaning. We offer dry cleaning services, laundry as well as branding for residents out in and around Cape Town City.
Now, one of the things that small business speak about is the failure of government to support them, but obviously you're one of the benefactors of government. Now, as a 100% disabled female-owned business, talk to us about some of the challenges that you face in the industry and how you've managed to overcome them.
Well, Hugo, I acquired my business in 2021 in the thick of COVID. I had no money. I didn't even have enough capital to acquire the business, the asking price for the business sale. But what I did have was a strategy to turn the business around and a vision. And I applied to the CIFA, which is one of the agencies of the Small Business Department, and they have since partnered with me. But capital is a huge problem that people have. South Africa has no deficit in people who have skills and ideas, but people just don't have the means to make them happen. So those are the main problems. And those who do have businesses like access to market as well.
Now, I'm surprised that you had the courage deep in the throes of COVID-19 to find a business to take over. How did you find the courage? And did you spot an opportunity?
Absolutely. Most businesses are closing down, and all I saw was opportunity and potential. And I knew I could turn the business around. And 2 years later of trading, now we just received new equipment from the department in support of the business. So absolutely, I had to find it within me to see opportunity where other people were seeing threats and closing down. But most importantly, it's looking around and seeing what opportunities are out there for me as an entrepreneur with a disability that I can take advantage of. Some people think that we have limitations, but really, people with disabilities think out the box. We've had so many limitations in our life that we've learned to find solutions. And the partnership with CIFA really has assisted my business to really find a firm grasp now of where we can go forward to scale the business and grow.
Now, you've talked about how individuals or people out there assume that people with disability have an inability, especially to run a business. Now, speak to us about your business and certainly what spurred you on. Have you employed other people with some disabilities? And what message do you think your success sends to many individuals with disabilities that might not have had the opportunity or certainly feel encouraged to overcome as you have?
That's a loaded question. I don't employ persons with disabilities within my business. But what my business does is that it funds the NFI. and what the enterprise is a non-profit organization that elevates and empowers persons with disabilities. And we don't only have a reach within Cape Town, but throughout South Africa through our mobile app. Persons with disabilities just have to look inside themselves and move away from this thought of being dependent on the social grants that the government provides us. Let's face it, they are not enough for people to survive on. So I had to decide that I could allow myself to be one of those who wait for someone to be me a solution, or I could take it upon myself to look for opportunities, and to run a business where I could be financially independent.
Now, you've just spoken to us about new equipment, new machines and stock and working capital that you've received. How do you expect that to impact the growth of your business?
So within our sector, laundry and dry cleaning, the new movement now is wet cleaning. And instead of using harmful products, we're going green. We're saving the planet. And this new equipment are going to help me to be efficient with my power, with water, as well as using eco-friendly products. Over and above, having more things, more equipment to help me to do more. I'm looking forward to servicing bigger clients, bigger contracts in the morning.
Now, you talk about looking for more business or bigger business. Now, one of the things that you've done, from what we understand, is that you listed on Cape Laundry Online, rather. Has this been one of the things that's benefited your business?
Absolutely. We live in a world that's becoming more, people look for convenience. So when we are able to go to the person to pick up their laundry and to drop it off, people appreciate that type of service. So it's really another access to a market that just needs you to come to them. We're offering people not only sparkling clean laundry, but convenience on top of that.
Now, let's talk about the challenges that the entire country is having with Eskom. Now, your type of business, small business, like any other business, is heavily reliant on power. What is the impact of this, and do you have a plan B for all those outages that we are likely to experience over the next few months?
I'm very fortunate that we are not experiencing any load shedding. But other businesses do not fall under that zone where we are not load shedded. So I can only empathize with businesses because it really affects us. And our call to government is that we must really find a solution to assist small businesses, because our economy will collapse if we keep on at the rate that we are going in terms of load shedding. It's unacceptable.
Well, I need to build my business exactly where you have yours and not be load shed. But let's talk about the high unemployment rate in South Africa. And what role do you believe that small businesses like yours can play in creating job opportunities?
A huge role. Because our economy, as it says, is not able to produce jobs as they are needed. But small businesses, they make a huge impact. So I'm really grateful that organizations like CFI and CETA are assisting the small businesses to be able to thrive so that we can create jobs. It's critical. It's really the backbone of our economy, not the big business. Big business is nice, but the small business is run by the person down the road. That is the backbone of our economy.
Nothukela, let's talk a little bit about where you started. A couple of years ago, dead in the middle of COVID-19, you saw an opportunity, you picked up on that, you went into business. A couple of years down the road, you've recently received funding to grow your business and some capital in the process. I'd imagine that the aspirations and future plans that you have for Sparkle Always are incredible. Talk to us about these.
We are planning to not only go into producing and manufacturing our own cleaning products as Sparkle Always, but also franchising the brand, because I need persons with disabilities, I need black women, I need entrepreneurs to see that our dreams are valid and that it is possible. So our next phase is going into manufacturing our own products, and the next phase will be franchising.
Fantastic. Nothukela, appreciate your time this afternoon. Nothukela Makohliso is the owner of Sparkle Always, a business that is doing amazing things in Cape Town.